I am so honored to be here with you. Thank you, Mr. Bailey, for having us. Good morning, Spot Valley High. Okay, as she said, I'm Dr. Arusha Campbell-Chambers, and these are our nurses, Nurses Joylyn and Francetta Hunter. They're actually a mother-daughter nurse team. Isn't that cool? So we keep it in the family. Now, we've been going from school to school talking about loving the skin you're in. And I endorse everything Constable Virgo just told you. The best decision you can make is to give your life to Christ. And one way of honoring God is to honor the body that he has given you. In the Bible, in Psalm 139:14, it tells us that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. I want you to say that to yourself. Touch yourself and say, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. All right, say it like you really mean it now. Awesome. And guess what? In Ecclesiastes 3:11, it says that he has made everything beautiful in its time. Right? So every one of us has been made beautiful. And guess what? There is nobody else in this whole wide world that is just like you. Think about that for a second. There is no one else that is just like you, that is called to do the things that you are called to do, to fulfill your purpose. So you are special. It doesn't matter what negative things you've heard, what you see on TV, what you hear in songs. Beauty and love has to start from within. You have to love yourself and know that you are wonderful and you are beautiful, and it doesn't matter what anybody wants to say about that, right? Now, can anybody take a wild guess as to what the largest organ in the body is? Right, bright student, awesome, Mr. Bailey. Certainly, the skin. And can anybody tell me any of the jobs of the skin? Because you know the skin is very, very important to us. Okay, without the skin, we would not be here. So, can anybody remember one job that the skin does? Repair, yes, it repairs itself. Anything else? Protection. I heard somebody say protection. It protects us from the environment and it protects us from infection. So that's very important because if your skin is burned off, you're more at risk of infection. Is everybody with me? Can anybody else think of any other job that the skin does? Yes, somebody said helps with perspiration, so it helps us control our body temperature. It prevents us from getting too hot or too cold. Anything else? So it helps us to feel, right? So when we touch stuff, it helps us to know, no, that is hot, or, and detect touch. It also helps us to absorb sunlight and make vitamin D. And as Constable Virgo said, it's a very important part of your physical appearance, okay? So we need to take good care of our skin. Now, can anybody tell me the name of the pigment in the skin that gives the skin its color? Melanin. Awesome. And do you know something that's really, really wonderful about melanin? What does melanin do? It gives the color, but it also serves to protect us from too much sunlight. So guess what? The darker your skin is, the more protection we have against sunlight. So that is a big advantage, okay? Extra protection. And so when we remove the melanin that God has blessed us with, do you think that's a great idea? Now we have a big problem in our society that, one of the reasons that we decided to come and take it to you guys here in school, you're with me? I really want you all to get this message. And because I want you now to spread this message in your household, in your community, okay? Because we want to do something about this problem. It does not make sense to think that one color is better than another color. Can we just mash that up right now? Can I get an amen? Amen. Okay, it doesn't make sense because actually the darker the color, the more the protection. And what happens, we're seeing a lot of people removing this pigment by bleaching the skin, and what we see is a lot of the problems when they're really far gone and hard to treat at that time. Some of the problems include thinning of the skin, what they call busting up of the skin, where you have stretch marks. You can get, some people use the bleaching creams thinking it would help the bumps, the acne, but guess what? A lot of them make the bumps worse. So it can appear initially to help, and then it can wreak havoc on the skin, creating a lot of bumps. It can create extra pigment around the eyes, on the knuckles, and that is very hard to treat. It can give you infections because you're actually breaking down your good skin, right? So it gives you infections. It can, people do it from head to toe, unfortunately, and it can absorb into your body some of the strong steroids and cause high blood pressure, diabetes. We are seeing young people with fractures having to get their hips replaced because of all these substances absorbed into their body. Okay, so it's not cool. We need to address it in society because we have to admit that it's a problem we have over the years. We've been indoctrinated to believe that the fairer the breast, there's no such thing as high color, right? And still media hasn't gotten it right because they still seem to portray fairer skin tones in a more glamorous light. We hear it in the music, we see it around us. And so we have to try to change that messaging and not absorb it, okay? Because when you know better, you do better. But we also have to be sensitive. This doesn't mean that you're gonna tease somebody who looks as though they're bleaching their skin. We have to be very sensitive to this issue as well and deal with it in a proper manner. So we're not gonna bully anybody, whether we are the ones bleaching or we are the ones that see others bleaching their skin, right? But we want to educate them and uplift them and remind them that, hello, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Awesome, awesome. Now at this point, I'll ask Nurse Francetta Hunter to share a poem that my mother-in-law wrote for all of you.
Good morning, Spot Valley High.
Good morning.
Thank you. All right, it goes a little like this. Love the skin you are in. Respect me and treat me special. I must last your whole life through. Bleaching me could be fatal. Love me, please, whatever my you. I'm your skin, your largest organs. I help to protect you. Do you see me as important? Are you aware of what I do? Care for me and love me dearly, for without me you are nothing. Never speak of me unfairly. Love the skin you're in. Thank you.
Thank you, Nurse Francetta. And now, when I told my 9-year-old daughter, soon to be 10, that I was coming to the school, she said, "Mommy, you need to make it a little entertaining. We need to do a little song. So I have a chorus that you're going to help me with. All you do is repeat the words after us, okay? It goes like this. You should love your skin. 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 No matter what the bums say. No matter what the color is. You should love your skin. Hey. I want to thank you. This is such a pleasure. I feel like I was in church this morning, and I feel so honored and blessed to share a little of your time with you, and I wish you all a blessed day. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Before we leave, we'd like to present, just a minute, boys and girls. Before we leave, we'd like to present some handouts on the skin, the functions of the skin that we discussed, as well as the dangers of skin bleaching. Okay, so we present some to Mr. Bailey, and we're really happy to be here. As I said, we're from Dermatology Solutions, and we're located upstairs LOJ Plaza, right here in Montego Bay, at the Sagicor Center. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Doctor, for sharing that information with us. All right, let's settle down. I know you've been standing for a while, but we're almost through. So let's just quiet down, please. All right, thank you. We again just want to, on behalf of the school population, Doctor, thank you for taking the time out and sharing this information with us. And we hope that people go away from here having some knowledge that they can pass on and that they can share with us. And as always, Constable Virgo, thank you for your continued support, always looking out for us and always providing expertise in a variety of ways. So thank you very much for that. All right, let's give them a round of applause, students.